Many of you know, I recently lost Parabellum due mostly to a skill issue. My knowledge of trade is not the best. I think you guys know that. I'm trying to learn more, but there's a lot to trade. And honestly, I couldn't tell you which nations have which trade goods. I don't even really know what each trade goods do, to be fair. There's obviously a lot of lack of knowledge there. I also wanted to congratulate my opponent, Kara, who's actually super, super nice. She's talked to me a lot. And she actually won the CK3 tournament, so she must know what she's doing in some regards. And to be honest with you guys, I don't handle losing well, which is why I hesitated to even want to compete in the first place. I know myself that I'm a poor sport, and it's something that's hard for me. Maybe this mindset comes from playing League. Years ago in season 6 of League, I grinded really, really hard to reach Masters. No, this isn't me trying to flex my rank on League to you, but my point being is that I'm very self-critical, and I don't know, as a League player, probably only League players understand, but every time you lose a game, you're kind of like, you wanna know why. It's almost like you wanna, like, either have an excuse or you wanna, like, have a reason what to improve, and I think that it's natural to try to make excuses for things, like, that protects your own ego a bit, if that makes sense. You know, you're like, "Oh, well, this challenge was stupid," and blah, 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 and, I think that a lot of me, that's just, like, me protecting my ego, protecting my image, that sort of thing. The reality is that, I lost in a very fair challenge. I was frustrated about it. Other people feeding into my frustration. It's kind of a snowball effect. But I'm definitely somebody who also doesn't quit, doesn't give up. And I want to try to get into the qualifier for next season. And, I realized through this challenge that, well, the reality is that I'm not very good at EU4. And what I mean by that is I'm not very well versed in EU4. For example, if there's a challenge that said play in, Morocco region. I don't even know what it's called, but we're calling it the Morocco region. I've never played in a nation ever in that region, so I would be kind of screwed. What about Italy? Yeah, I've never really played Italy. I played one Venice game. What about like a horde? Like you guys know that follow my channel, I'd be helpless on a horde. Or what about China? Like, yeah, I've not really played China. I've not played this. There's a lot of gaps of knowledge. So even though I can say, oh, I got bad luck in this particular experience, the reality is that it actually would have been good luck if I was able to play a nation that I was comfortable with that was the ideal choice. Meaning, like, if it was like a revoke the Atri fastest Prit or something, right? Yeah, I would be great at that because that's my skill set. I'm good at Europe. If I want to compete in the future seasons and actually get better, then I need to kind of learn the game more. E4 is just such a complex game that it takes thousands of hours to be competent in one area of the game. That's why I'm able to make so much content about it, is because it's kind of like there's endless amounts to do. I've always described myself as a slightly above average player, and I feel that way. I feel like I'm like a 6 or 7 out of 10, and some of these guys in the contest are like a 10 out of 10, so I need to improve a lot at the game. I have a bit of a plan to improve. During Parabellum, I'm gonna compete alongside the contestants just for myself, just to see how I would stack up against them, but also to practice whatever challenges they do, so that way I can be a little bit more well-versed. But I also wanted to ask you guys to submit some challenges that you think might help me for a future season of Parabellum. Maybe you have some challenges for me specifically. Keep in mind, I want these challenges to be based on 1 hour of gameplay playing at 3 speed, so the scope of that challenge has to be pretty limited, which is how the tournament works itself. And I will try to make some videos out of the gameplay and see how I do. I think that could be a fun experience for me and also could help me improve for a future season of Parabellum. I do want to say thank you to the guys that have supported me and have been understanding that I'm frustrated and I'm venting a bit and that sort of thing. I feel like those are my real fans. But anyhow, I look forward to seeing you guys' challenges, and I hope you guys have a great day.